Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. This is another edition of House of Cards Vaccine Edition. Right now we have Adrian of the Children of Smith is going to be meeting with his new partners in the Savate. Let's see. You said this was going to be happening outside or in Hong Kong?
Outside of Hong Kong.
Okay, do you know about where?
Probably actually at his place, which is about 45 minutes outside of Hong Kong, on a hill in the woods, but you can see the city of Hong Kong from it.
Okay, you do know that all of Hong Kong is surrounded except for the water by the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way you can get out there.
That's fine. It's on the island of Hong Kong.
Okay.
It's not in city limits. It's in the wilderness surrounding Hong Kong.
Okay. All right. So upon returns, you've probably heard some rumors going around of terrorist attacks resembling ritualistic murders. You've also heard about other attacks as well. The temple that was where the council was destroyed, and an attempt to rebuild it was blocked and destroyed as well. Yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So are you calling for Dust, I guess? Or did you set up an actual meeting through Savate channels?
I would have set up a meeting through Raziel.
Okay. Raziel's a member of the Children of Smith or the Salubri Trivia?
Raziel being the Salubri Anti-Tribute that my sire sent me to.
Okay. So Raziel, not wanting to intrude upon another domain and knowing that he can't get stuck in Hong Kong, would have sent the message through to Dust. So you're at your home and you hear a knock at the door. Nothing tripped your sensors, nothing tripped your traps, your explosives, nothing tripped your sniper watch, nothing.
Nothing tripped the Halstead security system. Gotcha.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, at that point, then you're going to assume that it is Mr. Halstead. I'm gonna go to the door.
All right, you open the door and it's Dust, standing on your front step, all 6'3" obsidian skin, spikes coming out of his head, with a hood over it, of course.
Adrian will look down, look him over, look at his watch, look at him again. Well, that's rather disheartening.
I'm sorry, were you expecting someone else?
No. The fact that you got past security, that's disheartening. Not that I wanted you dead, but getting past security concerns.
Your security measures are in place, rest assured. However, this is not an appropriate place to discuss this. You'll come with me.
Oh, right.
He looks around, and I need to check something real quick because I think I can do this with Coldunic Sorcery, but I'm not sure. Where is that book?
Guide to the High Clans?
What?
Guide to the High Clans?
No, Rites of Blood.
That book I don't own. Gotcha.
I've got it on my. I downloaded it from a friend, so I can send it your way at some point. Just trying to remember where Coldunism is in this.
Coldunism apparently just got like ass raped. So.
What do you mean in V20?
Yeah.
That's disheartening. Coldunism's broken, and I like it that way.
Mm-hmm. No, what's disheartening is, have you read Dark Ages 20?
Yeah.
That's when they ass rape it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's weird. This book only has Way of Spirit and Way of Stars. It doesn't have the Way of Wind. I'm going to assume. So Dust is going to reach out his hand to you, and his eyes are going to turn like light blue.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see I'm reading, so give me one
No
second.
problem.
For the record, Shepherd's pie be delicious.
Yeah, I'll take Sam. Fuck it. He's supposed to be my ally, so.
Right. You feel yourself discorporate
Mm-hmm.
as the wind rushes you at the speed of thought.
Okay.
When you're next to where you're at the docks, outside of a
Okay.
warehouse, and you see dust reforms right in front of you and releases your hand. You may experience some dizziness or nausea if you were human. He
If I-
turns in, he walks into the warehouse and closes, and once you're in, he closes the door behind you.
Yeah.
I was so glad you accepted my invitation to join the Sword of Cain. I feel you are treated rather harshly.
I want that Becker bitch dead just as much as anybody.
Anemone Becker is the prince of the Camry in this domain. Do you know what that means to me?
Jack and shit.
You're correct. However, as long as she remains on Elysium grounds, she is untouchable. Is that understood?
Uh-huh.
Now, before we start, there's someone that wants to have a word with you.
Oh, Jesus.
And you feel an iron grip grab you by the back of your neck and throw you into a wall. It's not for damage. It's more
Right.
for effect.
Right. Well, shit. Okay.
So as you turn away from the wall, you see a smoking hot appearance 5, black-haired woman wearing a red blouse with a black corset, black leather pants, shit kicker, like not shit kicker, but about knee-high stiletto boots, and she looks pissed at you with those gleaming brown eyes. And she walks right over to you. Who the fuck said you could kill him? Who? And she lifts you up by your throat and pins you against the wall with Potence 5. And at that point, Dust will walk over. I'd like you to meet Sophia. She's the former intended of the former sheriff of this domain.
Oh, that. Yeah.
At that point, she will throw you into the opposite wall.
I'll take the damage on that. Okay.
You don't take any damage. You're going.
She's ragdolling me. Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's got freaking Potence 5 and Celerity 5, and she's using it. Once you land at the other side, she grabs you by the throat and says, "Tell me now why he's dead. That's all I want to know. Why is he dead when I can't kill him myself? You and your puppy bitch robbed me of my vengeance."
I need self-control.
All right. You have dice, Jen?
I have computer, so yes, I have dice.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your self-control. I'll say that you're probably going to want to spend a willpower on it just in case you botch it.
What is my diff, so I know?
It's talking about somebody you care about and about something that really wasn't your fault. So I'm going to say it's a difficulty of 7.
Oh shit! Can you throw up dice stream so I can grab it off you? Because
I do have dice stream up.
Give me 1 second then. Recent? I'm not seeing it.
I've got my dice stream up. I'm reloading it. You're not getting it at all?
No, it's not giving me the option dice stream.
Damn, what the hell? Do you want me to roll your dice for you?
Yeah, I have 4 self-control dice.
Alright.
You
You succeed.
I'll take that.
You're easy. It's done. You see Dust now walk over to Sophia and touch her, and she calms down. You know very well you were not going to kill him. You still had feelings for him. How sickening. She just looks ticked off and walks away. I'm sure you've heard Julian talk about Sophia before. Such a shame, of course, when one is forced to join our organization by a group of overzealous idiots. There's not much you can do about that. Sophia just kicks something, and you see it just ping off the walls repeatedly until it buries itself into a box. I apologize for her treatment of you. I've tried to explain to her that it was not her fault, and it was not your fault either. Rest assured there will be no vengeance against you or your intended, if you do intend to continue the relationship. Kane's laws do forbid the interaction of Canites with the other supernatural forces, but in this city that has been appealed. For now, though it disgusts me, I have done so.
So, at the end of the day, we need to topple the White Tower.
You'd be correct about that, and nobody best exemplifies the White Tower than the Venture. But you need to keep your head down. There is still a kill order in the city for you as well. And the current sheriff is an old friend of yours,
Oh,
Mircea Basarab.
that'll be taken care of shortly.
What? I'll leave that up to you, I guess. If you intend to kill a former friend, I can understand that, especially one that has chosen not to join the Sword of Cain.
Oh, I'm not going to kill him. It'll be just very simple. You don't insult my former Domitor without expecting him to take action.
Well, until such time, he's a useful tool. For now, there's other instances in the city you need to be aware of. There are infernalists running around my city.
I see.
It's my belief that one of them was the one that affected your beloved. Implanting suggestions into her head to destroy everything inside that building. The infernalists have no respect for Elysium as I do. They see only what they can do to benefit their infernal masters. As of now, the infernalists have killed 3 people within the domain. 3 innocents. They have used the bodies in a perverse ritual designed to summon their Dark Lord. Which Lord this may be, I'm not aware of. However, the non-Canites are running around trying to figure this out as well. As of now, I grant you the status of initiated and blooded. Once you have performed well for the Sabbat, you will be granted the status of proven.
Very well.
At current, the city has myself, Sophia, Zhang Pu, the clown, and a couple of others in place for certain occasions. Unfortunately, Zhang Pu was an idiot and got himself caught by the Nosferatu. I'm working with my Nosferatu to get him released. But according to what I've discerned, he tried to feed on a mage in the sewers.
Well, as a thoughtful forewarning, no. As a heads up, as the people of this current age would say, I have a meeting with the head of the shifters. So I may be able to have us have refuge there, or at least myself.
They will barely tolerate your presence there. They will never tolerate me. I'm too unnatural for them. But then again, what can you expect of vampiric perfection?
Might I point out, the term perfection means it cannot be improved any further. And no disrespect, Your Eminence, but I believe that would be hubris.
You act like hubris is something that we Zamis do not possess. You do
No.
know the story of our clan, how we continually seek out to improve ourselves.
So
But
then,
we are the epitome of canine kind, and we constantly strive to become more than that.
he'll shrug.
You see Sophia just rolls her eyes and scoffs, and he's just like, unfortunately, my friend does not share certain sensibilities of her brother and sisters of our organization. She still sees beauty in beauty. She doesn't see beauty in pain or suffering. Sophia just rolls her eyes and is like, I see what I choose to see, and no one tells me otherwise. You agreed to that when they sent me here to help you form your pack, Archbishop. Dust just smiles. Oh, yes. We need to figure out a way to get our priest back, don't we? She just shrugs her shoulders. If you expect me to deal with those slimy, sewer-drenched Nosferatu scum, you better be supplying me with weapons.
Adrian will look at her and kind of sneer and look back at us with a polite smile. I offer my services to deal with the Nosferatu. They and I both deal in the information sharing network.
If you wish to do so, that's fine, but you will need something to back you up with. My Nosferatu in the sewers. He will be your backup. His name is Blade. An unfortunate name for him, considering the fact that he was cut mercilessly before his embrace. Fortunately for Nosferatu, it could be considered an improvement. Sophia just goes, he smells like the sewers. Well, of course he does. That's where he lives.
Adrian will look at Sophia.
Sophia will just look back at him.
What bloodline are you of?
I'm Toreador.
Pardon
At
me.
that point, she's going to burn for level 5 celerity, grab you with level 5 potence, and throw you against the roof.
That's fine. I'll take the falling damage on that one.
Yeah.
He'll stand up
She'll-
and brush himself off. Pardon me. I forgot. Oh, by the way, what appearance rating is she?
5.
He'll
With
take out
a-
a mirror. He'll take out a
5
mirror.
with
Go
a special.
for
Wait, it's 5 with a specialization in. God, what is that? She had a specific specialization I want to give her. Cannot remember what it is for the life of me. Hold on a moment. Attributes. Because it's not what people think. Oh, that's right. Memorable pose. She just strikes this. Have you ever seen Moonlight City?
Mm-mm.
All right. There's a character in Moonlight City that has this really unusual pose, and that's what she does. It's like a hand on the hip, flip the head the opposite direction, cock the hip out sort of look.
Okay. You're gonna kind of take out a mirror, smile, and face the mirror to her.
You know that you can't entrance a Toreador with their own reflection, right?
I'm aware.
She just looks at it, and
We'll smile at that. Look at her. You know, certain things don't last forever. Beauty is one of them. And he'll put the mirror away and turn to dust. Where can I find Blade?
I'll set up a meeting with them for you. It'll have to be till later. He's currently pretending to be a Camarilla Nosferatu.
He'll nod. Okay.
He's going to look at you for a moment. What is it? Intelligence. 7. Oh, no, wait, it's perception, so. Well, perception 17, never mind. Damn. I need to spec him out because I haven't spec'd him yet. I'll have to do something about your aura later.
Why?
Well, you're radiating magic.
Yeah.
I need to hide it. Just for now, in case the Tremere are wandering around.
The Tremere wandering around shouldn't bother me.
I would hope not. Unfortunately, they also have gargoyles. 2 of them. I think one of them might be former kin. I'm not sure. I'll have to examine him more closely once the Tremere run out of the city. Anyway, there are certain things that need to be taken care of in this city. The recent murder happened last night. There is an address I can send you to. However, do not be surprised if there are already other supernaturals on the scene. Do you have any measure of obfuscation?
No.
That is a quandary. I would prefer that you being here in the city not reach Becker, at least not for the time being, until you're proven, at which point I can cement you as a full Sabbat.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right.
There we go. There's the ice cream. Yay.
All right. Anyway, once you're full Sabbat, you will be under my protection, and if she attempts to do anything about it, she will be forced to give up the armistice that's currently in place between our two factions of Canaan society in order to go after us, and she does not wish me to withdraw my support against this Infernalist or against the Technocracy. When it comes to the Infernalists, we do have an Ordos we are supposed to follow, but I would be willing to forego that to protect my people.
Can we
Just
kill her and get it done with?
no, because unfortunately that would cause too much problems within the city. Though she is one person, she has considerable sway within certain mortal organizations in this area that would be useful. And if it should be disrupted, the Technocracy will grow stronger because of it.
So then why don't I move in and replace her?
If you can figure out a way to do so, by all means go ahead. Just don't get caught.
Well, I believe that pulling her to a meeting with me and having shifters, maybe waiting, might be the best course of action.
I'll hold you up right here. You've already caused one kindred death. Etiquette. One Cainite death at the hands of shifters, and it almost caused a war. And that was unintentional. What do you think will happen if you surround another Cainite with shifters and have them kill her?
I believe, for the most part, it can be, how do you say, posed as a tete-a-tete.
It doesn't matter. If you act against her in this manner, if you use the shifters as Celeste did, you will cause a war within the city. The Infernalists will take advantage of that and overrun the domain. The Technocracy will take advantage of that and destroy us all.
Fine.
I know you want her dead. I want her dead too. She's a embodiment of everything that is wrong with this city. But to use another supernatural faction for that endangers the peace of this city. And the peace of this city is all that is keeping the Technocracy from running rampant. I will tell you one thing. The energy of this city is slowly becoming wrong.
Wrong how?
Whatever the Infernalists are doing, it's changing the energy of the city. You would be best to discuss this with the mages. I believe they have a better understanding of it. I can only tell you what I hear from Father Kapala.
Okay.
You'll have your vengeance, though there is some debate as to how you are owed vengeance against Becker. Considering the fact that nothing was done to your beloved, you got exactly what you wanted, and a man's dead because of it.
I didn't want it.
It doesn't matter. You brought your lupine lover into a sacred space because you wanted her there when you were embraced. If you were not a member of the Sabbat right now, I would kill you for your insolence. But you were a ghoul at the time. I can't expect you to know better. It's like expecting a child to understand what happens if they pull the trigger of a gun. Rest assured that if I was told to by the regent, I would have killed your lover for her insolence. As a matter, it's simply something I did not care about enough to seek answers on. Elysium, regardless of who runs it, once it is declared, it is to be inviolate. I trust you will not be bringing your lupine lover to any place that is sacred to the Sabbat.
Nope.
Good. I would hate to see a member of my organization killed because of a breach of protocol. I've already killed one because they were dumb enough to use disciplines in the last Elysium. Anyway, we have a lot of work to do. I trust you are ready for it.
I am.
Very well. I will use you as my emissary to the other supernaturals. Some of them know you already, and the shifters seem to like you. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Perhaps with you there, that insufferable elf, Jonathan Black, will stop calling my name to drag me places.
Who?
Oh, it's this being, this fairy, calls himself Jonathan Black. He uses my name to get my attention and then points me at things he wants gone, thinking that such things do not have consequences.
Do you want him dead?
No, that would violate the pact of the Tarot Court in the city, and I take such things to heart. However, you will be my intermediary. He is not to call my name, or else the next time I show up, I will take a piece of him with me. After all, one can only give out free favors for so often before a payment needs to be exacted.
I see.
Well, now that everything's taken care of, welcome to the Sword of Cain. Raziel speaks quite highly of you, though I've never heard of your bloodline before.
We are new, to say the least.
Well, I trust your stolen blood is put to better uses than the Tremere were. You'll have to forgive me, that is still something of a sore spot within the history of my clan.
Well, I will say that was much, much, much before my time, but
Anyway, let's step outside. I'll send you home.
okay.
So he takes you back outside. Sophia just gives you a wave and says, I'll be seeing you again. Count on it.
Not bad.
She's a member of your pack now. She
Sure.
did not mean that as a threat.
Joy.
So he leads you outside. He holds out his hand. And you feel yourself discorporate. And you appear back outside your haven, 3 feet off the ground.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll
Because
athletics to
Land on your feet.
land on my feet, tuck and roll. If not,
All right. What's your dex spec?
lightning reflexes.
Okay, that won't pop. You'd need cat-like grace for this.
What's my diff? 6?
Yeah, it's standard diff.
Okay.
Yeah, you nail it.
yay!
All right, so you're back home. You're a little bruised up and a little dusty, but none the worse for wear.
At that, I'm gonna. I think unless you have something else specific that we need to do right now, I
Nope.
think we can call that scene.
Yeah, we're good. I'm going to stop it right now. Thank you, players, for playing. No watchers were watching. This has been another Backscene edition of Hong Kong House of Cards. Have yourself a pleasant night.